The NBA nigga, let's give all credit to the mama because that's who raised them. And the nigga that done killed 3 people or robbed somebody or facing life in prison at 17, let's put it on the mama.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Just a Girl Show. My name is Janine if you are new here. If you're new to the channel, of course, hit that subscribe button. Turn your notifications on so you never miss an episode. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. So we know that there is a huge breakdown in the Black community when it comes to Black families, right? Mommy, daddy, children being all in the home. And we promote single motherhood like it's cool. We find ways to make it, as I've talked about before, make it like it's nothing. It's not that big a deal. You see more and more women who are having kids on their own by themselves because they want a baby. They think they can raise a child, on their own. And yes, are there successful mothers out here who have done it and their kids turned out fine? We know that to be true. But there's also the stats based around violence, ending up in prison, drug addiction, all of that when it comes down to children being raised, specifically Black men being raised in single family homes, right? And Black women have no problem at all taking all the credit for their child, raising their child on their own when their child makes it, right? Their son goes to college, their son gets their first car, their son gets their first job, their son makes it to the NBA, NFL. That mom takes all the credit. She celebrates it. She's right there hand in hand, side by side, cheering him on because she did that. She raised that good young man. She raised him to be a good citizen, responsible man, to be that NFL, NBA player. She did it. But where is she when her son mugshot is all on the TV screen because he has killed some other people in the community? He's robbing people. He's hurting people. He's in prison. Oh, now it's the daddy's fault. His dad wasn't around. It's all because his dad wasn't in his life. But you were there. You were the parent who was present. And he turned out that way. So how do we find a way to blame the absent parent for the child turning out bad when you were the influence? You were the teacher. And this is a discussion that continues to kind of never get answered because there is no answer for it. And I want to share this clip of this woman breaking it down and really calling out what needs to happen for these mamas who love to brag but not take accountability when they're the reason that their sons are in certain situations because of their influence and their lack of parenting.
You mean to tell me if the child turn out bad being raised only by you, it's the absent father's fault? But if the child turn out good, only being raised by you, that's all you. Make it make sense to me. I need somebody to make this shit make sense to me. Because the way I view it, the NBA nigga, let's give all credit to the mama because that's who raised them. And the nigga that done killed 3 people or robbed somebody or facing life in prison at 17, let's put it on the mama. Every time, let's give her the credit the same way. Every time we get a mama the credit when these niggas make it to the NFL or the NBA. They made it out of poverty. Every young nigga that don't make it out, get that hoe the same credit. Let us step up and stand on TV when they doing the news conference saying we chased little Tyrone down over the bridge. He ran 3 cars off the road, killed 1 woman, accidentally shot a kid, put his mama on TV next to him like y'all do the bitches when the son's getting drafted. Put him on TV. When you see them boys get drafted into the NBA and you see the fat mama sitting on the couch with the big titties next to him and she jump up and start yelling, "Woo! My son, yes, we made it." Do that when them niggas be done killed half the community and they on TV going down. Don't let them go down by themselves. Don't let them go down by themselves. Go get the mama, the single mama that did everything by herself and raised them. Put her on TV right next to him and let her say, "Hey, I raised this. It's all me right here. Daddy wasn't involved. All me. Let's do that." And I guarantee you, if we line this shit up, we'll see way more situations of crash outs than we are seeing young men actually making it from these single mother-headed households.
So she is 100% correct. I agree that we need to stop trying to avoid accountability, because that's really all it boils down to, right? It boils down to you only own up to it when it works out, but when it don't work out, it's I didn't do it. Well, I couldn't do it by myself. His daddy wasn't around. And what ends up happening, what a lot of these women do, they make their kids think that that's an excuse to be out here doing any and everything, right? You make your son, now don't get me wrong, does the lack of a father in the home play a huge impact on the child? Absolutely. This is the results show it, the stats show it. But we tend to find a way to lean into, okay, well, her daddy wasn't around, so she had to be a 3 or 4. She's promiscuous, she don't have no dad. His daddy wasn't around, so he had to be out there, with gang bang and doing all of that. Like, we start to, like, our kids fall into, like, this is what I have to be because I don't have my father. Because that's all you hear, right? But you do have a mother who knows the situation and is choosing not to pour into you the way that she should when she sees you going down the wrong path, right? When it's going the right way for her, she doing it. But when the kids aren't doing what she wants them to do, or it's not going the way that she wants it to go, again, now he need to go with his daddy. He needs his daddy in his life. His daddy ain't nothing. His daddy's a deadbeat. Is this and that, and they wash their hands. And I've seen it so many times with a lot of these women. Is that the child starts to give them problems? A lot of these boys, they do. They get older. They start getting influenced, and it's hard. They're starting to have more questions. They're starting to understand more. They want to know why their dad wasn't around. Maybe they start to get them to their daddy. Their daddy's telling the whole story. And then they're wondering, like, I don't like that this is my life because of the decision that you made. You thought you could do it by yourself. You thought it was cool. But now that I'm older and I'm a headache, go with your daddy. Now you pushing your boys out the house. You washing hands with them. They're getting older. But this is why we have to stop trying to normalize and make being single mom so easy, so breezy, so cool. Because again, as she said, the mamas are always there. They're always front row, cheering, clapping when it all goes right. But they're not sitting there next to their son. They're not, where are you at when he's getting sentenced to life in prison? Unfortunately.
I'm sitting here waiting to go into a prison to visit my son. And I was just wondering, do these young kids realize what they are doing when they in the streets and making these decisions that have these severe consequences? And when you do something like go to prison, do you realize that you are imprisoning your families too? Now I have to go get strip searched and go in here, and it's just irritating and sad because my son has been locked up for over a year, and this is my first time visiting him because I don't want to run up and down the street to a prison. I don't want to see you behind bars. I don't want to do the jail visits, the jail poses. Who wants to see their child like that? But then you feel like you're not a good mother because he's my only child. But I want him to know the stress that he's putting on the family by making these decisions, because they have consequences. And now these consequences are affecting me, his kids. And it's just frustration because I really do. I love my son. My only child. And it's very upsetting because his father was in prison for 29 years. And you were given the tools not to make the same mistakes, decisions. You kids have got to understand your actions have consequences.
So we have to own up to the fact that the parent who is present is responsible for how the child turns out. You what you lack, it's unfortunate that dad is not there, but you are the parent. So it's up to you as the mother to do what you can do, to do the best you can to give their child the best that they can get. Get them involved in programs that have other men, boys and girls clubs, sports, coaches. Pour into your child. Stop making an excuse, because again, when they did it without, all of that, and they were successful, you loved it. You're the best mom in the world. You're the best child in the world. But what about these men, these young men who are out here destroying the community, killing each other? And their mothers raised them. And then when the tables turn, it's their daddy's fault. Their daddy wasn't around. It's all his fault. He left me. It's unfortunate that the dad ran off. It's unfortunate that the child had to be raised, with the single mom. But if we stop trying to find ways to make it like, I don't need no dad, my baby is good when they're an infant, then we might see a difference. We really might see a difference. But this is what we've normalized. This is what we think is cool. This is what we idolize. This is why we have all of this. Why moms are so happy to be, waiting for that call when the NFL's calling her son. Daddy ain't around. She's smiling. But when it's time for him to go to prison, every interview is his dad. He ain't have his dad in his life. He was raised I was a single mom. He didn't have his dad. His dad left us. Like, it's that same story, unfortunately. So let's change that. Let's be the change we want to see in our community, honestly. So let me know your thoughts on this topic. Please drop it in the comments. Of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next episode soon. Bye.